Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Manning Bowl for the big one in the Northeastern Conference. Lynn Classical will get the ball first, taking on the Gloucester Fishermen. The kids at Classical were 5, 6, and 7 the last time Classical beat Gloucester back in 1990. 10 straight wins by the Fishermen. The last two just squeaked by 8-6 here at Manning Bowl, and 7-6 last year. Two really hurtful losses for Classical, and they'd like to pin one on the Fishermen here. Both teams undefeated. Classical 5-0, Gloucester 4-0. Gloucester's second trip in the Manning Bowl. They played English last week and came out with a win. Classical's going to try to send them back down 128 with a loss. And Classical will get the ball first. Faison is the deep guy in the middle. It bounces around, gets picked up at the 17-yard line by Freeman, and he's going to be knocked down, and they're going to give him the 16-yard line. So tough field position for Classical. Freeman couldn't quite handle the kick. It bounced around. He finally picked it up, but good coverage by Gloucester, and it will be at the Classical 16-yard line to start. As you would expect, the press box loaded. Gloucester cable here, WESX is here, the Globe is here, the Gloucester papers, the Lynn papers, the Salem papers, everybody here for this big one. Quarterback is Eric McGrath. And they give it to Faison, trying to turn the corner. Falcon with a block as Faison turns the corner and gets a first down. Out across the 30 to about the 31. So Faison picks up 15 yards and a first down. McGrath, the last minute starter. Dan Marichal not here. Gloucester almost jumped, didn't. They give it straight ahead to the fullback, and that's Falcon, I believe. So Falcon gets the call. He gets out to the 34 for 3. So it'll be second down and 7 for Classical from the 34-yard line, their own 34. The offensive line made up of Kevin Crichton, James Bransfield, Ed Thurman, Joe Ford, the center, Ted O'Toole, Gerard Pajust. The ball is dropped, and they're going to lose back to about the 30. Freeman had a problem with the handoff, and they lose back to the 30. So you lose 4, it'll be 3rd and 11.
Blockers on him, and he split the blockers, got his hand in on the ball.
So Ford leads them out. Gerard Pajust and Chris Jimenez, the other members of that front line. The pitch. Wells gets loose, looking for the first down. Depending on how much forward progress they give him, he might have it. He had to get to the 41. It's going to be right foot, left foot where they put it down. And you may see Classical go for it here if they didn't make it. They give him to the 40. It's just shy of the 41, so we'll call it the 40, a pickup of 11.
Coach Matt Durden with a decision to make here.
Hey, when you play for the championship, you don't think about losing. You play.
Now we have a timeout call.
So actually a pickup of 10. Classical, I think, wants to measure it. Just underway here, early moments of the first half in the big one, the undefeateds. This will not clinch the Super Bowl and the Northeast Conference Championship, but it will certainly give the winner a leg up. Classical will have the toughest schedule to play. Gloucester only has to play 2 teams left in the schedule over 500. They stretch it out. They're about a half a yard shy. It's a tough decision. You don't want to give Gloucester the football at your own 40, but also you don't want to give it to this high-powered offense this early in the game. And they're leaving McGrath in. They're going to go for it. The young sophomore thrown into the fire.
Baptism by fire.
And they may give it to the fullback. McGrath may keep it himself. They keep everybody in tight. Gloucester almost with 11 guys up at the line of scrimmage, looking for the quarterback sneak. Freeman's got it. Freeman's got the first down. They were looking, they piled it up over center, Joe Ford, trying to get the quarterback sneak stuffed, and they gave it to Freeman. They needed a yard, he picked up 6. So it gives them a first down, they'll hold on to the football. They have it at their own 46. Wells goes in motion, takes the pitch, cuts it up inside. Good yardage as he gets up almost 9 to the Gloucester 45. It'll be second and a yard. Wells ran into some traffic but just kept right on going.
So once again, keep them off the field.
2 outstanding programs in the Northeastern Conference. Classical 24-3 the last 3 years. 2 of the losses coming to Gloucester by a total of 3 points, the other one to Salem. Second and a yard. The little reversed. Wells falls forward for the first down. The little inside trap as he gets to the 43, picked up 2 and a first down. So it'll be 1st and 10, the Rams at the Gloucester 43-yard line. 7:35 and counting left to play in the first period. Classical has won 9 straight coming in here, 18 of their last 19. Again, Wells. And again, Joe Ford pushing him forward for some good yardage. As he gets inside the 40 to the 38, a pickup of about 5.
4 yards, hang on to the ball. They've already taken 5 minutes off the clock.
So they give him 5 to the 38. It'll be second down and 5.
Ball is down to the 38.
These 2 teams almost mirror each other with the offenses they run. Everybody's still in tight.
Back up behind quarterback McGrath, wings each way, hands are tight.
To give to Faison. He runs into his own man and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Gloucester filled it up nicely. So no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Hangs on to it, comes up towards Chris Faison, plays it pretty savvy on defense.
Classical's had the ball for just about 5 minutes as Ford leads them out.
6:18 to play, first
3rd and 5.
yet to touch the football.
Faison gets it, turns the corner. Freeman looking for a block. Faison, 1 man to beat. And he gets good yardage down inside the 10. Joe Freeman led him around the corner.
Yeah, he got a great block out of Joe Freeman. He led the block down the right sideline.
They'll mark it down at the 9-yard line. So 29 yards at a first down. They give it straight ahead to Freeman. And he gets to about the 6.
And that will set up a second down and goal in a spot.
Got some nice blocks on that run.
At the 6-yard line.
So he picked up 3.
Stays on carrying the ball.
It'll be second down and goal from the 6.
Would be tacklers.
Maroon helmets, white shirts, and light gold pants, and they are defending to our left.
This will be the 12th play of the drive.
6-yard line of Gloucester.
They give it to Faison, trying to turn the corner. Ducks his head, dives for a couple of yards inside the 5. They're going to give him to about the 4, and now they're going to put it down at the 4. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 4.
Real well-oiled machine on this drive.
Billy Stillwell will come in replacing Faison at one of the halfbacks. Freeman will be the fullback. Wells is the other running back. They like to go left down here with Wells. They pitch it to Stillwell. He dives. Touchdown, Billy Stillwell. Stillwell goes in from 3 or 4 yards away.
And that looked like a design play for Kraft. Just rolled up the hole on the right side. You couldn't tell whether the ball was good, loose or not. Playing going away from us, but clearly into the end zone. Classical. The scoreboard, 4:45 remaining. Classical.
Joe Ford will try to make it 7. Charlie Cronin is the holder. They get it down, and Ford kicks it through. We got a flag. There's a flag in the back of the end zone. That we're going to see what the flag is about. It's against Gloucester. So at least we know we can't lose 7-6.
Quarterback heat.
So Classical held it for 6 minutes and 15 seconds. They go 84 yards in 13 plays. Stillwell getting the touchdown, and Classical draws first blood in this big one in the Northeastern Conference. And now the Classical defense will have to go to work.
That's exactly sure what they had in mind for game tonight. The ball out of Gloucester's offense. They did exactly what they had to do. Now it's time for Gloucester. Hopefully they're responding as well as they did like a similar situation last week against Lynn Classical.
Luis Rodriguez will do the kicking off chores for Classical.
Nice job on that drive.
Kyle Goodman will be one of the guys going back deep.
Frequently in the backfield, and
I think Testaverde is the other one. And now the defense of Classical will go to work.
7 minutes of Testaverde, Goodwin back capped by a Joe
The line drive is fielded at the 29. And he slips and falls. And he went down at about the 38-yard line. So as they try to make a turn, lat traverse, try to go. It's at the 38-yard line of Gloucester. So Gloucester will get to start their offense at the 38-yard line.
There it is. We got a wide out to set to the left side. Danbury, Golden right side. First and 10 at the 38-yard line. Hash mark right side.
Testaverde with the handoff. Gets good yardage on first down to the 45.
7 yards on the first down.
This could be a shootout. Either that or it'll end up being the 7. You know, it starts out like both teams look like there's no defenses out there. Both teams are moving the ball. Again, with Gloucester, you're not going to have to worry about the ball. They also have this side on the corners and
Second and 3. Gigalone gets close to first down yardage. Third down and less than a yard.
Jim Eunice, the big tight end, 235 pounds. Dan Murray, big tall tight end, right out at 205. Then the backfield would have Kevin Latraverse, Kyle Goodwin, Tyler Testaverde, and Chris Gigalone. And of course, the offensive line, 5'7", 108 pound.
They're about a football shy of a first down. So we'll call it, they're going to measure. They need maybe half the football, I think, for a first down.
In the first quarter, they got a touchdown on the board, and that is game plan executed to perfection. So
I need a little bit more. So about a half a yard. So we'll call it the 42 because they have to get to the 43 for a first down. On the 47, they have to get to the 48 for a first down.
Jonathan Walton out of the backfield. Danny McNulty, and Rob Block, and Vernon Creighton, and James Bransfield. He lost a ton of players from last year. Here they are. You know, they didn't rebuild, they reloaded, and they came right up.
So Gloucester comes out third and short.
Michigan with a real tight look here on third down and one.
They give it to the fullback,
That'll be a first down. I think that was Jagalone.
Jagalone.
Straight ahead for 1 or 2 yards. First down, Fisherman.
He gets it out to midfield. So Gloucester picks up their first down. 1st and 10 from midfield for the Fishermen, with 3:20 and counting left to play in the first period.
Defensive player as well.
Well, you think we'll get onto that.
Again, the same exact setup with trips. And now Palazzola looking to throw. Lets it fly. He's got a man there. Overthrown. Looking for Danny Murray. Murray was open and they just overthrew him. The young man can throw the football. Nolan Palazzola, the quarterback, a junior. He's won back-to-back Super Bowls, one with Manchester, the other one with Gloucester last year. But he can throw the ball. They send Murray, who's the basketball player, to the near side. Palazzola rolling again. In some trouble. He has to dump it off to Goodwin. And he makes a good move near the first down marker. He's going to be about a yard shy. They've got to get to the 40. They're putting it at the 40, and that'll be a first down. So Gloucester comes back and gets the first down. So back and forth we go, 2:35 and counting. Gloucester trying to answer back after Classical went 84 yards in 13 plays. And the wide receiver Murray now goes to the far side. Goodwin in motion. They give straight ahead to Jagalone. Magner and Ford, Creighton, Jimenez, Projust all in on the tackle. So he gets a couple to the 38. It'll be 2nd and 8. 1985 is the last time the Classical beat Gloucester here. They beat him in 1990 at Gloucester, and they haven't beaten him since. 10 straight. Palazzola looking, lets it fly, tipped. Faison might have got a hand on it.
A little bit to the outside.
So it'll be 3rd and 8 for the Fishermen. Murray, first-year football player. Eunice didn't play basketball. Murray, I guess their cousin, said, if you play basketball, I'll play football. And it gave Palazzola two of the biggest receivers anywhere, I think. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get 2 tight ends any bigger than, or 2 receivers any bigger than these kids. Everybody in really tight now for Gloucester. Palazzola rolling left. Has to throw it off his back foot. It's up. Caught! They took it away. Palazzola got nailed. But Eunice, we told you he can play basketball.
Jimmy Eunice just went up over the defender.
It was like an alley-oop pass. It looked like it was
2 Classical defenders all over Eunice.
Not even sure he knew where Eunice was supposed to be.
He got buried as he threw the ball. He threw it off his back foot, just threw it up in the air, and Eunice went up over everybody. He's an excellent rebounder in basketball, and he just out-rebounded the defenders right there. 1st and goal from the 8.
So now it is a 1st and goal for Gloucester inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. Palazzola, hands off.
Flag on the play. That's going to be against Gloucester. They blew the play dead.
Gloucester because it was thrown in the Gloucester backfield. But boy, I'll tell you, I'm going to give both Palazzola and Jim Eunice.
Classical might want to refuse would like to get the penalty back because they stopped Testaverde maybe for a yard loss. But it will move it back to the 13. It'll be 1st and goal from the 13. We just got through talking about those 2 big receivers, Murray and Eunice. Both go 6'7" or better. And if you throw it up, it's going to be a contest, and more often than not, they're going to go up and get it, as was the case on that last pass play. Murray out to the near side.
14-yard line, where it's first and goal for Gloucester. Hash mark left side, working left to right. Palazzolo hands off.
Straight ahead to the fullback, not going anywhere. Might have lost a yard or two. Jagalone got knocked down at the 15. They lost 2 yards.
That was a wing key kind of crisscross. Give it to the wing.
So it'll be second and goal from the 15-yard line. And we may get one more play before the end of the first period. Wide receivers right and left. Palazzolo again lobs it up, looking for him, tipped away nicely. Jerron Green with a big defensive play. Jerron Green can get up in the air too. He's not as big, but he can get up in the air.
Nice job and read on it. Murray was in a good position, but the Green just reaches up.
They list Green as 5'9". He's given almost a foot away to Eunice. The clock shows 11 seconds, and there's a penalty against Classical. I didn't see the penalty, but it's going to cost Classical. That's a shame. They penalized to the 10-yard line.
So it's a second down and goal from the 10.
Well, second and goal. So instead of it being third and goal from the 15, it's second and goal from the 10. Yeah, it's Testaverde gets to the 5, and that should do it for the period. Freeman made the tackle. 0 showing on the scoreboard clock as Gloucester's trying to answer back to Classical's opening kickoff drive. And Gloucester will have it third and goal from the 5-yard line. Classical took it 13 plays, 84 yards. Faison picked up 15. Wells picked up 10. The big play, Faison going 29 yards on a big block by Freeman to get down inside the 10 to the 9. And 3 plays later, Billy Stillwell went in for the touchdown. And as you see the scoreboard clock, Lynn Classical leading 7-0 after 1. But the defense has got to come up big if they want to keep it 7-0, because Gloucester will have it at the 5-yard line with a third and goal. The big play, that 30-yard pass play from Palazzolo to Eunice, who just out-rebounded everybody and took the ball away from 2 would-be defenders.
Yes.
So as we're about set to start the second period, the Glasgow defense trying to hang tough. Gloucester trying to get what could be the equalizer.
Cole comes out on offense, runs 13 plays, probably 74 yards. It's on the clock. If you're a coach for the Classical, it's in the second quarter, what to do.
So just about set to start. Murray comes out to the near side as a receiver. Motion.
Hands off.
Testaverde is going to go down. He didn't. I didn't see the official, but he's in the end zone. They didn't lift their hands. He went down, but he went in. So Testaverde gets the touchdown on the first play.
From the 5-yard line, first down,
If this game keeps the same pace that it's
Kyle
at,
Keating comes on.
So 7-6, and we'll see what happens with the extra point.
just starting the second quarter.
Kyle Keating will look to add the point. Goodwin is the holder. They get it down, high, kick.
I think it just was short of the goal.
It just made it. It was a wounded duck, but it just made it across the crossbar. Everybody was waiting to see what the official was going to say. You couldn't tell whether it landed in front or in back of the goalpost. It dropped dead just as it got across the goal line.
Last week with
So it's 7-7.
Over the upright. It just barely.
So with the score tied at 7, Classical will get the football. They send Faison back deep in the middle.
It's good.
Freeman and Stillwell up in front of him.
Off the right side.
As Classical will now have to go back to work on offense.
First play of the second period.
Kyle Keating, the sophomore, with the extra point. Just fighting back deep.
The battle of two perfect teams trying to get us back action. Gloucester.
So we're set to do it again. As everything is back to where we were when we started. Dead even. Stillwell feels it, drops it, picks it up inside the 10, has to go down at the 8. So Classical having a lot of trouble handling the kickoffs. Stillwell had it at about his 20-yard line, could have given Classical decent field position. It squirted through his hands,
Bearing down on him and he's dropping the ground.
and Stillwell did the best thing he could. He saw a whole host of white shirts and just made sure he fell on the ball. He didn't want to lose it down there. So Classical will have it at the 8-yard line. So they started the last drive at their 16. They start even worse here at their 8. And right here, what you're thinking about is get at least a couple of first downs. So if you do have to punt, you're not punting from the end zone. McGrath, the quarterback. Wells goes in motion. The handoff to Faison. He gets to the 10, maybe the 11. They'll give him a couple to the 10.
It's like Eunice in the corner at the end. Elwell 78 is in it, right tackle, I believe.
He's coming up and he's coming off the corner. One corner. By that time he gets the
So it'll be 2nd and 8. Faison wasn't far away from breaking that one.
Yes, came from the backside.
Jerron Green is in the backfield now with Faison and Freeman behind McGrath. Jerron gets the handoff. They grab him as he gets out to about the 12 or 13.
We didn't get the cut.
The tackles Ray Thomas and Mike Van.
Third and
Linebackers Jim Reddick, Michael Struggle, Leo Latifers.
They give him out. They give him to the 13-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and 5.
Terry Silva's Gloucester Fisherman. 9:38 to play, first half. Classical
Still everybody in tight.
their 13-yard line. Hash mark left.
Faison goes in motion, takes the pitch, cuts it up inside, falls forward to about the 15. Classical's going to have to kick it away. He needed 5, he got 2. The Gloucester fans coming alive. Their defense doing the job. And now Rodriguez will kick it away. And with any kind of a run back, Gloucester could get a very good field position to start their second drive. And I think
As soon as they see motion, they're taking their
Classical only had 10 guys in the field. That's why they had to take the timeout.
fake to the most last side and then go away from the motion.
So they realized they only had 10. And they rushed Wells out in the field to get their full complement.
And back to Kyle Goodwin. They're standing at the Classical 46. And Rodriguez is standing back at his own 3 to receive the snap.
It doesn't look like Gloucester's going after the kicker.
Snap will go back to him to the left.
The snap,
Right where the ball.
the kick is away. Fielded at the 45-yard line by Testaverde. They got a wall set up down the right side. Great return by Testaverde and great field position.
25-yard run back.
So they'll have the ball at the 17, 18-yard line.
Nice run back inside the test. Well set up over the right side. With good speed. Very good field.
A 27-yard return by Testaverde, and Gloucester knocking on the door again. Great field position at the 17.
Gigaloni, the fullback. Murray is split out to the right.
They give it to Testaverde. He fell forward for a yard, maybe two.
They're running up outside of that line. Murray was right.
They'll give him to the 16. So it'll be 2nd and 8.
Just
15 seconds to play.
Projust was in on the tackle for Classical.
Paul Simon checks into the game change. He's split out.
They sent a wide receiver to the near side. As Palazzolo rolling, he's in trouble. They set up the screen nicely. Jagalone inside the 5. They set it up really nice. It looked like they made great penetration. We're going to nail Palazzolo.
well set up flag.
But they set it up nicely and they get to the 4.
Right flat area. Palazzolo gets it to him nicely.
So 12 yards and a first down. And Gloucester trying to make it 2 straight. They were given great field position after defense, and a run back by Testaverde put them at the 17. Jagalone
Handoff Gigaloni on the right side.
to about the 2.
Maybe the 2. Fans are still coming out tonight to the ball here.
Nice run here. Good. They're still got it.
To our left.
Yeah, they had on both sides. It's part of both sides.
2nd down and goal from the 2-yard line.
Somebody is down to the 2.
And change his offensive philosophy. The next year, in 1998, they improved 6-4, and then in 1999, of course, they went 9-2, and then last year their only loss was to Gloucester in that 7-6 ball game. Right there again.
Jagalone doesn't get in. He got to the 1. So 3rd and goal from the 1. Classical making them work for it. So many weapons from the Fishermen. Those big receivers, Eunice and Murray, defined passer, and 3 or 4 running backs they can throw at you. They leave everybody in tight now.
Palazzolo on the count, a real tight look here for Fishman. There it is. Spins inside.
Off the left side, Gigalone goes in.
Off the left sideline.
You got plunge on the left side.
You know, you can see the crowd this size in the bowl for a long while. They've got a nice crowd here, especially on the Gloucester side. They had a very impressive crowd.
To go when they have.
So Gloucester will look to tack on another point. They may be going for 2 here. They may be trying to put some pressure on Classical here. I think they're leaving Palazzolo in the game. I don't see Keating out there, so I think they're going to go for 2. They send Murray to the far side as a wide receiver. Goodwin to the near side. 1 running back behind Palazzolo, who drops back, throws it up, looking for Murray, threw it beyond the end zone too far. Even Murray couldn't catch that one. So it's 13-7. Gloucester on top. They've won it 2 straight. They take advantage. And Classical now, the biggest Achilles heel has been the kickoffs. First time they didn't field it cleanly, but they were able to go 86 yards. The second time, they got pinned deep at their 8-yard line. Gloucester held them 3 and out, and that forced the punt. Testaverde made a great return, gave him position at the 18-yard line. It takes them 5 plays to score the big play, a 12-yard screen pass to Jagalone from Palazzolo. And Jagalone bangs it in from 1 yard away. Classical hung tough. From the 4, it took Gloucester 3 plays to push it in, but they got it in. And now Classical will be looking to at least get their hands on the kickoff. 6:20 left to play in the half, 13-7. Gloucester on top.
They allow Gloucester kicking off.
Bounce ball picked up by Falcon at the 34-yard line. So Falcon fielded it like a shortstop and just fell down at the 34. And Classical will have their best field position to start a drive. If you add the two possessions before together, they don't get to the 34. The 16 and the 8 would only be the 24. So they have it at the 34-yard line, 1st and 10, with 6:15 left, trailing 13-7. Everybody in tight as Joe Ford gets set to snap it to Eric McGrath.
One set back in behind the quarterback, Eric McGrath. Handoff.
They give it to Falcon, the fullback, as he squeezes out to the 32. Oh, the 36, excuse me. So he picked up a couple, it'll be 2nd down and 8.
I didn't see Mickey tonight. I was looking for him, but I'm sure that he's most likely he's here.
Freeman will move over to the fullback spot. Wells and Faison will be the running backs behind McGrath.
A lot of folks, you can tell this place.
The pitch to Wells, and he gets overrun. They just made great penetration. Jim Reza made great penetration. And he put it back at the 34. So 3rd and 10 as Stillwell comes in the backfield for Classical. He'll be under 5 minutes left when they snap the football in the first half.
3rd down in 10 from the 34. McGrath balls and signals, double wing look, one set back in behind, and he wants
McGrath looking back. Perjust, did he make the catch? They're going to give him the catch, but he's going to be shy of the 1st down. So Perjust gets it. We'll call it the 40-yard line, a pickup of 6. Yeah, Classical will have to kick it away again. Again, Goodwin and Testaverde going back. So after going 84 yards with the first possession, they've been shut down 3 and out their last 2. The kick bounces, and it's going to be inside the 30-yard line at about the 27 for Gloucester. So they picked up 4 first downs along the way that first drive, but they haven't picked a first down up since.
Pretty much the same field position.
And they'll mark it down at the 28-yard line. So they send Murray to the far side. And Gloucester's going to get nailed for 5. Everybody was moving on that play. And it's going to push him back to the 23.
So it's a procedure call against Gloucester. Well, it's 13-7. That is our score.
So 1st and 15 from the 23.
Gloucester picked up the football first, drove and scored on an 83-yard drive, capped by a 4-yard touchdown run by Bill Stillwell and a point-after kick by Joe Ford. But then Tyler Testaverde countered.
Murray comes to the near side. He's got about a foot on Jerron Green, although Jerron Green held his own. Not going to pass away last time they threw to Murray. Palazzo looking to throw, lets it fly. Was it intercepted? Yes, it was. Joe Freeman. Joe Freeman with the big play. They were trying to throw it down the sideline to Murray. They threw it up, and Freeman stepped in front and picked it off at the Gloucester 47-yard line. So Classical has a shot to take some momentum into the locker room. 3:56 left in the half. They have it in great field position at the Gloucester 47. Certainly their best start. Motion, they give it to Freeman straight ahead. Stepped by, and he was one step away from breaking it. That's the play he ran 52 yards against Salem last week.
Nice fake that time by
At the 31, he picks up 16. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line.
First and 10 in Classical. Grab the quarterback. Hands
They give it to Freeman again, to about the 28.
maybe the 27, setting up a third and 7 yards.
At the 28, he picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7.
Kevin Latro was Jackson and
The clock running, 3:10 and counting, as Ford leads them out. Everybody stays in tight. The pitch. Stillwell cuts it up inside, gets inside the 25. To the 24. He picked up 4. It'll be 3rd down and 3. The Classical fans starting to come alive a little bit. They give it to Freeman. He bangs forward, stays on his feet, still drags some people with him. Good hard run by Freeman. As they get inside the 15 to the 13. Now they're going to mark it at the 13-yard line. So he picked up 11 to the 13-yard line. And another 1st down. Freeman did this against Cambridge Wrens. They used him almost exclusively. And they're using him again as he falls forward to about the 11. And we're going to get the 2-minute warning, I believe. The 2-minute warning is being given to both benches as back and forth we go. Classical. Joe Freeman's interception has brought some life into the ball club. They had been shut down 3 and out the last 2 possessions after going 84 yards their first time they had the ball. Now they put together 2 1st downs. They have it 2nd and 8 from the 11-yard line as they're trying to equal or take the lead going into the locker room, trying to get Ole Miss the momentum back wearing green and gold. Green in the backfield. To give to Freeman again. And he walks in for the touchdown. Joe Freeman. He started it with the interception and he finishes it right up the middle. That offensive line doing a job. 11 yards and a 1st down, and with dead even, and Joe Ford will try to tack on the extra point. "47 yards in 6 plays. Freeman picked up 43 of them.
All we're running, and I'll tell you, he did a lot of it on his own. You got to give him big credit. 195-pound junior, running straight ahead, running over people.
43 of the 47 yards picked up by Freeman. So he started it with a big interception. He finishes it by running it straight up the middle. And that offensive line, the center Joe Ford, Jim Bransfield, Kevin Crichton, Ed Thurman, Ted O'Toole, Gerard Projust, and Chris Jimenez just doing a job and open up a hole, and Freeman just refused to go down. And now the Classical fans are on their feet cheering as we go back and forth. Little ebb and flow here in the first half at Manning Bowl. Ford will try to break the deadlock. He was successful on the first one. Cronin will be the holder. And extra points have been so vitally important in this series, especially in the last 2 years. 8-6, 7-6. Classical's been on the short end. Now Ford can make it 14-13 Classical. Cronin will need to get it down. They get it down. Ford kicks it through. So with 1:55 showing on the scoreboard clock, Freeman has given Classical the lead along with Joe Ford's right foot. So back and forth we go. Now, as we mentioned, Ole Miss the momentum now wearing a little bit of green and gold. Classical certainly hoping this home cooking could pay off for them. They were down a little bit after that first drive. They were really sky high. Then they came back down as they were shut down the next two trips, and one of those trips cost them 6 points because they had a kick from virtually their own end zone, and it cost them. But then Freeman ignited a little spark with that interception, and they go 47 yards in 6 plays. Freeman carrying 5 of them, picking up 44 of the 47 yards. And Rodriguez kicks the ground ball, bounces around, fielded at the 20-yard line. They knock him down across the 30 to about the 31 or 32-yard line. Paul Gonzalez in on the stop. So at the 32, 1:48 left. Classical by a skinny point. And Gloucester will send Murray to the near side. They dump off the screen to Testaverde. They set it up nicely. Faison did an excellent job. Fumble. Classical's got the football. Faison and Green made a great play. And Gonzalez comes up with the football. Faison came up, took on the blocker, and also took on the tackler, Jerron Green, along with him. They knocked the ball loose, and Classical has it at the 37-yard line of Gloucester. So Classical will try to take advantage. They send Perjust to the far side. Faison to the near side. Motion, the pitch to Freeman. Flag on the play. Stillwell threw a nice block, but I think they're going to say that he got below the waist, behind the back. And I think it's going to cost Classical. No, it's motion against Classical. They did what they wanted. They got around the corner. They get down to about the 30-yard line, get knocked out of bounds to save the clock, but the motion cost them. They were late getting somebody on the field, so knocks it back to the 42. It'll be 1st and 15 as Joe Ford leads them out. Perjust goes to the far side. Faison to the near side.
Now we have two schemes across left side.
Lost the timeout, I believe.
Classical doesn't show this very often. Once in a while they've done it with one wide receiver, Perjust. 1:33 showing on the scoreboard clock. But a great defensive play by Green and Faison. Faison looked like he was going to be taken out of the play. He just refused to be taken out. He took on the blocker, spun away, got a piece of the ball carrier. Between him and Jerron Green, they knocked it loose. And Paul Gonzalez fell on it. It'll be 1st and 15. Classical by 1, 14-13, and it's been what everybody expected. And they've certainly got their money's worth. A great crowd here. They're lining behind the goalposts, around the concession stand, up in the back stands. Gloucester brought a big crowd. Classical side is filled. A huge crowd seeing a great football game. They give it to Wells. Blockers out in front, trying to turn the corner. Turns the corner and gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gained a yard over the line of scrimmage. They're going to mark it down at the 41. The 36, excuse me. So he got 6. It'll be 2nd down and 9 from the 36. Straight ahead, Freeman tries to bounce it to the outside. He gets about a yard to the 35. So it'll be 3rd down and 8 from the 35 as we get a timeout, a 20-second timeout by Classical. 47 ticks showing on the scoreboard clock. And the young man at quarterback, an outstanding job. I don't think he learned until today that he was going to be the quarterback. But he has done an outstanding job here for Classical, handling the offense. The pitch. Freeman gets wrapped up and gets thrown down. Eunice just wrapped him up.
Jimmy Eunice.
They lose back to the 38. A loss of 3.
Still moving. Lost the 3 and play 4th down.
Classical's letting the clock run. They may be going to just walk in the locker room. Or looking forward to maybe throwing one deep.
Yeah, I would think they just go deep one time. They're not going to get the ball.
They may not even get the play off.
I don't know if they're going to get the play off.
They've got to hurry if they're going to get the play off. They go in motion, the pitch.
Freeman's going to throw it.
Freeman lets it fly. Faison is back there, overthrown, actually picked off. Intercepted in the end zone as time runs out. So a great first half. Back and forth we go. Classical takes a 1-point lead into the locker room. Lynn Classical 14, Gloucester 13.
At the end of one half, it is. Lynn Classical 14, Gloucester 13. We'll be back for second half action. Bob Burns, Kirk Bransfield. Scott Duffy, who we've mentioned a couple of times. Good game. Thank you. Nice game. Yeah. Yeah. I can get paid. Yeah. I just got to remember.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Give me a shot at the rink.
They actually got more people than Gloucester, which is unusual.
But it came out a little fuzzy in the second half. Just some dark. But we got pretty good coverage.
I didn't say anything. We just, no, shut it off, right?
You guys got a radio?
All the way down?
Tied it up.
Welcome back as we're set to start the second half.
So, Miss Mansfield? Two of the hot dogs, 3 of the hot dogs. How many did you? Oh, yeah. We each got 2. No, we each got 1. How many you got? 2. Hey, John. John, you said for Josh.
So we're set for the kickoff. Gloucester will get the ball first. Classical leading by a point. Faison and Freeman both with 50 yards apiece in the first half. As the ground ball bounces around, fielded at the 25-yard line. A pretty good return. Gloucester will get pretty good field position outside their 40-yard line. Classical with 142 yards rushing, 6 yards passing. McGrath was 1 for 1. 7 first downs. Gloucester had 28 yards rushing, 57 yards passing, 4 first downs.
Hey, tell Jerome, Paul, get over. Come to the right. That's right. They're coming to the right. To the right side.
So it'll be 1st and 10 Gloucester from the 41-yard line.
the game in the first half. Glasgow can again stay away from the big mistakes. They're going to stay in this game all the way.
It is a 1st and 10.
Everybody in tight for the Fishermen. The long count by Palazzola. They give it to Testaverde. Off the right side, gets out to about the 45, maybe the 46.
Surprisingly, might have been.
They give him up 5 to the 46. It'll be 2nd down and 5 for the Fishermen. Again, they keep everybody in tight.
2nd down, 6 from number 45.
Goodwin goes in motion, gets the handoff, and steps up and is close to 1st down yardage. They're going to give him midfield, I think.
Kyle, and I think we'll probably see that a little bit more on the feature backs.
So it'll be 3rd down and about a yard. Classical led 7-0. Gloucester scored twice to take a 13-7 lead. Classical scored with just over a minute left and a half. Freeman doing the honors. Ford's been perfect with 2 kicks, and it's 14-13. Gloucester trying to answer back with the opening kickoff here in the second half. Palazzola dives forward for a 1st down. To the Classical 48. Needed a yard. He got 2.
Trend right now.
First and 10 from the 48-yard line. Again, they keep everybody in tight.
Right to left here for Gloucester, but really not a factor here this evening. A very pleasant night for high school football. Manning Bull and Lynn.
To give to Testaverde. He gets good yardage on 1st down. As he gets pushed back, he gets to about the 41 or 42 yard line. They'll mark it at the 41, give him 7 yards on the play. So it'll be 2nd down and 3. So Gloucester picking up good yardage on 1st down.
They're making the defense tackle all 3 ball players.
Here early.
Good fakes into everything, and then he's moving out after he does it. Sometimes he's going to keep it.
Goodwin is the wing now to the near side as they keep everybody in tight. Testaverde. Faison wraps him up, but not before he gets the 1st down. And there's a hit. I didn't see any flag. They knocked the Classical player down after the play was ended from the other side of the field. And no call. It's at the 36. So 5 yards and a 1st down, and Classical was looking for the flag because it was behind the play after the play was over. And luckily Classical didn't try to retaliate because they would have got caught. The wing is now to the far side. Gloucester jumps. So the errors so far have been committed by the Fishermen, the interception, the fumble, and a couple of penalties. It'll be 1st and 15 from the 46.
One of them was a pass.
So 1st and 15 from the 46. Opening drive of the second half by the Fishermen. Trying to get the lead back. Hit and knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Joe Freeman playing an outstanding game. Pajust and Timmy Magna. They lose back to the 42.
Great job.
Penetration that
So it'll be 2nd and 16 from the 42-yard line. Classical trying to break a 10-game losing streak to the Fishermen. Trying to beat Gloucester for the first time here at Manning Bowl since 1985. Palazzola dropping straight back. Lets it fly up. Nice defense. Excellent defense once again. Joe Freeman, who's playing a game, No, excuse me, that's Gonzalez. Paul Gonzalez, 8, not 5.
5'9", you're up a lot of injuries.
They're giving a lot of room to these wide receivers. Murray goes about 6'6", 6'7". The cornerbacks are 5'9", 5'8". But excellent. He had great position and went up and made the block. And it's 3rd and long. Look for the screen. They make him throw it deep. He's there. Overthrown. Incomplete. And they made Palazzolo throw on the run. They forced him out of the pocket. Rolling to his right. And it'll bring up a 4th down. And what does Coach Silva want to do here? They were moving the ball well. They had picked up 2 first downs. And now it looks as though at least Classical thinks they're going to punt the football.
Back inside the 5, standing at about the 4.
Faison is the lone man back deep. And Classical can expect anything here. And I think they've got 10 guys up at the line of scrimmage. They want to make sure Gloucester's going to punt the football.
4th and 16. Snap is in the air.
The snap is high. The kick is away. Faison feels it, lost it. Gloucester got it back. Faison tried to catch it on the run. And a big break for Gloucester. Jack Reed fielded it. And once again, Gloucester gets great field position.
And Reed snaps it up nicely, and a huge break for the Fishermen.
So Gloucester with another big break. Classical makes the mistake. And Faison tried to field it on the fly and just flat out dropped it. And now Gloucester in great position with a drive starting. They started one drive at the 17. This one's at the 15. And they're not going to go far. Testaverde gets right back to the line of scrimmage. The defense has to come up big here for the Rams. So a huge break for Gloucester. Chris Faison trying to make a play for his team. He's made many of those. Now the defense trying to shut him down. Murray comes to the near side. Testaverde goes in motion. Blockers out in front as he turns the corner. Nice tackle. Just got a piece of him. He looked like he was going in. What a play by Just. As he gets to about the 6. A 9-yard pickup. It'll be 3rd down and a yard. Testaverde was going in. Just held him up. But 3rd down and a yard. Everybody in tight. They give it and not going to get there. Back at the line of scrimmage, and we're going to have a big 4th down play. The middle of that Classical line. Gonzalez getting off the bottom was Ed Thurman, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and a little more than a yard. 4th down, the Classical fans coming alive. A big play in the football game. Under 5 minutes left to play in the 3rd period. Classical by 1. Gloucester with a big 4th down play. Testaverde goes in motion. He's got the 1st down.
Motion by Testaverde. Off the right side.
That play has worked all day. Classical looking for him to go straight ahead. Gloucester picks up the 1st down. They give him the 1st down at the 5-yard line. He just did make it.
1st and goal from distant side to 5.
So from the 5.
Big 4th down conversion for the Fishermen. 4.5 minutes left in the 3rd period. Tough 5 yards to go.
Testaverde in for the touchdown.
Nice blocking on the right side of that Gloucester offensive line.
Yes, indeed. I believe O'Connor was over there along with Greg Thomas, Jim Eunice.
So Gloucester takes advantage of the turnover, and they're on the lead on the scoreboard, 19-14. And a big conversion here. Gloucester probably going for two. They give it to Testaverde. He doesn't get in. So the rush for the points, no good. It took him 5 plays to go 15 yards. Testaverde carried on all of them. And they used a lot of clock. 6 minutes and 35 seconds. Classical has not snapped the ball yet in this half. Gloucester's had it twice. Classical shut them down, but the punt and the recovery by Jack Reed was the big play. So the second short drive of the ball game for Gloucester has given them the lead. They went 17 yards to get the lead last time. Now they go 15 yards to take the lead back after Classical led by a point at halftime. So Classical get the ball back. Faison the deep man in the middle. Stillwell and Freeman the up men. As Classical will try to get the momentum back on offense. 4:25. Both teams eating up a lot of clock with their running game. And just the type of game everybody thought it would be. Two outstanding teams, and certainly nobody can squawk about buying a ticket for this one. The line drive, fielded at the 14-yard line. Stillwell gets shy of the 30 at about the 29. They'll mark it at the 29. So Classical will get to snap the ball finally here in the second half.
Maybe brought down by Vince in the 41 where it was actually.
As Gloucester used up almost 7 minutes. 6 minutes and 45 seconds so far. Now Classical will have it for the first time. To give to Freeman straight ahead. And he gets about 5 to the 36. 34, excuse me. At the 34, it'll be second down and 5 for the Rams. So Classical trying to get the momentum back, trying to go on a drive of their own and regain the lead as Joe Ford leads them out. Second and 5 from their own 34. Wells with the little reverse. He's loose down the sideline. It's a foot race. They're going to catch him inside the 15-yard line. Down at about the 14-yard line. At the 14. 52 yards by Wells.
Harry Wells. And back up the
Freeman straight ahead to about the 5. It'll be second and a yard from the 5-yard line for Classical as they try to answer back.
Last week, we went into the last quarter. We got a 29. We have another field here.
To give to Freeman, he gets stood up. Not going to get anything. Right back to the 5-yard line. So it'll be third and a yard.
Approximately a yard, so
third and a yard as Joe Ford leads them out from the 5-yard line. They give it to Faison, go wide, big block! Joe Freeman with a big block as Faison goes in. Joe Freeman having the game of his life. Faison picks up the touchdown. Freeman blew away. I think Gloucester thought they were going to go straight ahead. They kind of stacked it up in the middle, and Freeman threw a great block, and Faison, all he had to do was walk in the end zone. Once again, that offensive line doing a terrific job, and Classical will go for 2. They give it to Jerron Green. He slips and falls, and he won't get there. So just like that, Classical gets it back. 5 plays, it takes him to go 71 yards. The big one, the 52-yard run by Mr. Wells. Kerry Wells got caught from behind, but he got him close. And then it was Freeman getting it down. And then Faison taking it in. So Goodwin and Testaverde will go back deep, awaiting Rodriguez's kick, as once again Classical has answered back. 2:09 left. 20-19. And as I said to Bill Newell and Kenny Perrone on WESX, it's almost godsend that these games have to be decided by PATs. The ground ball fielded at the 19-yard line. They get it across the 30 to about the 33. So Gloucester has run right almost all night. They haven't done very much to the left. But Testaverde has moved the ball well. Out. We'll call it the 33-yard line. From the 33, it'll be 1st and 10 for Gloucester, with 2 minutes straight up on the clock left to play in the third period. And the Classical defense would like to come to life here. Everybody in tight for Gloucester. Palazzolo looking to throw. He's got a man open. Murray was wide open. Makes the catch and gets a first down. Classical looking for the run on first down. Gloucester mixes him up and throws the pass, and they get out to midfield. So 17 yards and a first down. From the 33 to the 50. And Gloucester right back. You kind of get the idea that whoever has the ball last might win this. From the 50, 1st and 10 for Gloucester. They give it to Testaverde. Does a nice job turning the corner and gets close to first down yardage. He was just holding on to his blocker, Greg Thomas, who led him around the corner. He was just holding on to his jersey. He gets down to the 41 and picks up 9. He'll be 2nd down at the yard, and here comes Gloucester. We're under a minute here in the third period. To give, hit, and knocked down shy of the first down. Back to the line of scrimmage for no gain. So it'll be 3rd and a yard. Actually, a little less than a yard. They need about the stripe of the football. 3rd and we'll call it a yard. Everybody in tight for Gloucester. Look for the quarterback. Quarterback sneak. I think he's got the first down.
Probably hasn't.
that could very well be the last play of the quarter.
And the third quarter.
They're putting it down at the 40-yard line, and they're giving him a first down. Just did get it. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line, and the clock is winding down. If it's accurate, that's going to be the end. I see the official walking in, so that'll be the end of the third period. So Classical got it back. Gloucester came out, got a big break, recovered a fumble off a muffed kick, went 15 yards in 5 plays, and took the lead 19-14. Once again, the extra point no good. And then Classical came back on the ensuing kickoff, went 71 yards in 5 plays. Wells going 52 of those. Faison went the last 5 for the touchdown, and Classical is back on top 20-19. So we're right back where we were at halftime, but Gloucester has the ball 1st and 10 at the Classical 40-yard line. And one team or the other has to make a big defensive stop.
Like you said, I'll go with silent. I'll go with 5. Then silent 5. Back at Manning Bowl, 4th period. Bumping it out the way. Fails by a point.
Classical only snapped it 5 times in that 3rd period, but they went 71 yards for a touchdown, and they lead by a point again. So as we mentioned before, ebb and flow, back and forth we go. Murray and Eunice, the tight ends, everybody in tight, the wing to the far side. Palazzolo looking, lets it fly just off the fingertips. He was open.
Palazzolo, nice play fake.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 40-yard line.
That ball is right on the money. Murray had his hands kind of twisted around. That ball should have been caught. Again, Palazzolo right on the money with that.
Palazzolo threw it right there, but just off the fingertips of the big 6'7" receiver. Murray now comes to the near side. They give it to Testaverde. Nice job by Jerron Green to come up. Crichton finished them off, but Green made the play. So he picked up a couple to the 38. It's 3rd and 8 from the 38-yard line.
So we are in the 4th quarter, a 1-point game.
Under 10 minutes after they snap the football. Look for Palazzolo to pull it up probably. Rolling, looking, dumps it off to Murray. Murray came from the other side. They had Eunice blanketed, but Murray came from the other side and made the catch.
Throw by Palazzolo. Roll to the right.
He rolled all the way to the Classical bench, giving himself a lot of time to look over the field. Murray had to come way from the Gloucester side across field, and he gets to the 24-yard line in a first down. So 14 yards and a first down. So a big time play by the junior quarterback to the basketball player turned football player. Testaverde ducks under a couple of people. It looked like he was going to get caught in the backfield. He just ducked under a couple of people. He gets to about the 21. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. 9:20 and counting. Everybody in tight, 2 tight ends, the wing to the far side. Motion now to the near side, Palazzolo, the pitch. Blockers out in front. They stretch it out. They stretch it out nicely as he gets down to about the 15-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about a yard. They're going to measure. They're actually put it inside the 15 to the 14. That should be enough for a first down. 8:41 left to play in the football game. Gloucester trying to get the lead back. They trail by 1. Classical trying to make one big defensive stop. This started back at the Gloucester 33. They put 3 first downs together. This would be 4. First down. So first and 10 from the 14-yard line. So Gloucester moving the football and moving the clock and trying to put some points on the board and not leave much time for Classical to get anything back.
6 or 7, and you let go on 6 in a row before you found 41s in the game. 41s in the game.
Again, 2 tight ends.
Great odds.
Right side.
Not going to go far, not going to pick up anything. Perjust, Jimenez, Faison, Crichton, Freeman, all around the football. No gain on the play. Joe Ford also in on the stop for Classical. So it'll be 2nd and 10. And the clock's still running. Murray will go to the far side. Now he's going to switch and go to the near side. Double wing setup. The give to Jagiellone.
Too many times there.
They get to the 22-yard line. So he picked up, they put it at the 23. To the 13, excuse me. So it'll be 3rd and 9 as Murray goes to the far side. Eunice, the tight end, to the near side. Palazzola rolling, looking to dump it off. He's got a man short. Jagiellone gets to about the 5. He'll be, if they put it at the 5, he'll be about a yard shy. And it'll bring up a huge 4th down play.
Yeah, Boston's going to call a timeout. That's a good timeout.
And Gloucester wants to talk about it. The biggest play of the football game, maybe the biggest play for these two teams of the season. And this play could very easily decide who goes to the Super Bowl, although there's a lot of game left to play. But Gloucester needs a yard, and let's remember, they only trailed by a point. Would Coach Silver even consider kicking a field goal here? Classical has to worry about a lot of backs. They have to worry about Testaverde rolling to the right. That's been a big play for them all night. Palazzola's been able to pick up some first downs with a quarterback sneak. Gloucester can throw a lot of stuff at you. And what's worst of all is one of the Classical players, looks like Jimenez, is hurt and coming to the sideline. So that's not going to be a pretty picture for Classical with a 4th and 1 coming up. 6:35 left to play in the football game. Gloucester has eaten up an awful lot of clock here in the second half. Classical, with 6:35 left, has only had 5 plays from scrimmage. But they scored a touchdown. They went 71 yards. Now the defense called on to make one big play. And on the other side, the offense called on to make a big play. It comes down to 4th and 1 at the 5. They got to get to the 4. With 6:35 left to play in the football game, it's been a barn burner. They break them out. Double tight ends. Goodwin, the wing, to the near side. Palazzola with the quarterback sneak, and let's see where they put the football. Gloucester's saying they have it. Classical's questioning it.
didn't need much, and he did have a pretty good
He needed a yard, and it looked like he got it. They're going to bring the stake in. It looks as though he has it. And he just did get it. They gave him some pretty good progress. He needed a yard. They left it on the shoulders of the junior quarterback. And they're going to stretch it out. And you'll see one team cheer and one team look about defense. Gloucester's got it. So they've had two measurements here. They made them both just barely. So it allows Gloucester to run some more clock and possibly get some points to take a lead. First and goal from the 4.
good job by John McKechnie. He went right up.
It was hard to believe you could improve upon last year's 7-6 game, but this game has been tremendous, and it's not over yet. They give it to Testaverde, and we had off the left side. I thought we had whistles, but I guess not. They move it back to the 4. He gained nothing on the play. So it'll be second and goal from the 4. And now we got a timeout called by Gloucester again. 5:44 left. It's been all Gloucester in the second half, although Classical's leading by a point. They took advantage on their first drive. They were shut down. They punted and recovered when the punt was misplayed. They got great field position at the Classical 15. It took them 5 plays, and they went in from 5 yards away after they picked up a first down on 4th down. They needed a yard, and they got a yard. And now, down here at the 5-yard line, they need a yard. They got a yard. Classical came back and took the lead back with Faison going in from 5 yards away after Wells had scooted 52 yards. And now the defense has been stretched. They've been on the field a long time here in the second half. The Classical fans on their feet, trying to root the defense home. Jimenez is still out of the ball game. Trying to get wide receiver to the far side. They give it straight ahead to about the 2. So it'll be 3rd and goal from the 2. Classical's defense is giving it up grudgingly, but third and goal from the 2. The clock is running. Coming up on 5 minutes left to play. Jagalone gets hit and knocked down right about the line of scrimmage. And again, Gloucester's faced with a big 4th down. Again now, will they kick a field goal? The ball is at the 2. No gain. Will Gloucester attempt a field goal? Classical fans coming alive. They're going to go for it. 4th and goal from the 2. Again, a huge play in the ball game. Jagalone! Palazzolo keeps it and walks in. Palazzolo kept it. They send Jagalone straight ahead. Classical thought it was him. Palazzolo rolled to the left and walked in.
And he rolls up to the left. Nobody out there.
A Doug Flutie play. Creighton, who was hurt before, comes off limping on the play. He missed the Salem game with an ankle. Now he's coming off the field limping. They stacked up. It looked like the Classical fans came alive because it looked like they had stopped Jagalone for no gain, but Palazzolo kept and rolled left and went in for the touchdown. A gutsy call. They got a kicker from the 4-yard line. It's only an extra point, but they went for the touchdown and they put it on the board, and it's 25-20, and they'll go for 2. 4:21 left. The scoreboard says 26, but it's 25. And Gloucester will go for 2. Again, the PAT is so very important. Palazzolo over the middle, picked off by Classical. Wouldn't have that been exciting? He almost ran it back.
I thought he certainly spun around.
He definitely was spun around. No flags.
So it is a 5-point game.
They stood the tight end up at the line of scrimmage. They can block. They have that 5-yard block. And he only stepped into the end zone. That's only 3 yards away. So they stood the tight up end in the end zone and knocked him away from the football. And it was picked off and almost run back. And wouldn't that have been exciting? 4:21 left. Classical's got one last shot.
Number 5, Joe Freeman.
67 yards, 17 plays. Gloucester methodically moving down the field. They converted 3 big 4th down plays. Just barely, as they stretched it out, they just barely made the first down 3 times on 4th down. And now Classical left to try and come back with 4:21. Plenty of time on the clock. They've got their timeouts. The kick fielded at about the 17-yard line. Stillwell starts it back upfield, crosses the 25 to about the 27, maybe the 28. And the offense will look to go to work. From the 28. So Classical with one last shot. They give it to Wells. He falls forward for about 3 to the 31. They'll give him the 30 for a pickup of 2. So it'll be 2nd down and 8. One of the biggest stories in this game is the quarterback for Classical. Preston the service just today. Didn't know he was going to do it. Eric McGrath has been outstanding. They give it straight ahead to Freeman. He runs into a stack at the 31. Might have got to the 32. They mark it at the 32. So 2 more. It'll be 3rd and 6. And obviously 4 down territory here with 3 minutes left. They give it to Faison. Tries to turn the corner. Gets around. He's going to get knocked out of bounds shy of the 1st down. He'll be about 3 yards shy as he gets to the 35. And Classical has no chance, no choice, excuse me. They have to go for it.
2:51 remaining.
2:51 left with Faison going out of bounds, and now Classical wants a timeout. So again, we're faced with a very big play in the football game. Classical needs 3, or Gloucester is going to win for the 11th straight time.
And then they're able to drive out of bounds short of the 1st down line.
So Classical now has their 4th down try, but they don't need a yard, they need 3. Gloucester 3 straight times went 4th down and a yard and just made it as they stretched the stake out. and just made it 3 times on that last drive. 17 plays. And Palazzolo made a couple of big plays going to Murray for 17 yards, and then going to Murray for 14 yards, and then going to Jagiellone for 8 yards, and then running in a la Doug Flutie, faking to the fullback and rolling left, and he was untouched. And now that front line of Classical is going to do a job and let those running backs pick up 3 yards. So Matt Durgan has made his choice on what play he's going to run. What an outstanding football game. Nobody has left this one. The Classical fans and the Classical football team has performed outstandingly. Just a great high school football game. This is why we tell you all the time to come out and support these kids, because this is the type of football you see week in and week out with all of the Lynn teams. Gloucester trying to make it 11 in a row, trying to make it 2 in a row this year at Manning Bowl. And Joe Ford leads them out, and let's see what Matt Durgan has called, and let's see if Classical can pick up 3 yards. They give it to Wells. He almost broke it. Wells almost broke it. They pick up the first down out to the 46. Faison almost broke it. To the Gloucester 47-yard line. 7 yards. Classical calls a timeout with 2:22 left. Wells with 95 yards. Freeman with 66. Faison with 62. But they trail 25-20. And they're 47 yards away with 2:22 left. The little reverse to Faison. He's gone! Faison is gone for the touchdown! Chris Faison off the right side! Rushing, and he never got a better touchdown than he got just now. Great blocking by that offensive line. They went reverse. Had Gloucester going left, Faison went right, and you're not going to catch him when he gets loose. Nobody's going to catch him. And it's 26-25 with 2:13 left. And oh, Mr. Momentum is back in the Classical camp. And the Classical fans have come alive. What a football game. 72 yards in 6 plays. The big play, Gary Wells on 4th down, picking up a big 11 yards. There was 4th and 3. He picked up 11.
Blocking by his offensive line, the secondary, one tackle.
They had 142 yards in the first half. They got 143 yards in the second half. 285 yards rushing for Classical. None bigger than Faison's 47 scoot for the touchdown. And back and forth we go. And we still got 2:13 left. We mentioned maybe the last team to get the football would win the game. Let's hope I was wrong. Let's hope the next to last team that gets the football wins. Classical thinking about it. They're going to go for 2. McGrath is still in the football game. The difference would be a field goal. It would put them on top by at least a field goal. And should Gloucester get close and kick a field goal, we'll have overtime. There is overtime in the Northeastern Conference. I didn't know that till Dick Ruth told me. Kevin Crichton working out on the sideline, trying to get that leg back. He wants to get in there very badly. Freeman calls timeout. Freeman, I think, saw something wrong with the setup, and he stepped up and called a 20-second timeout. So Eric McGrath will go over the sideline. Classical's only had the ball twice in the second half. They went 71 yards and 72 yards. All on the ground to give them 285 yards rushing and 291 yards overall. Gloucester took advantage of a shot of a muff kick. And let me say right off the bat that Chris Faison certainly made up for that muff punt. He dropped the punt and put his team in jeopardy at the 15-yard line. He made up for that with a 47-yard run. They give it to Faison. He's not going to get there. So the defense of Classical will have to hold up. 2:13 left. Gloucester's used at least a couple of their timeouts on those fourth down plays. I don't know how many they have left. Gloucester has a kicker. If they get close, they could always try a field goal. So the defense of Classical has to go to work once again. Rodriguez getting set to kick off. What an outstanding football game. Classical coming from behind several times. Gloucester doing the same thing. The bounce at the 20. They try to turn right. Hit and knocked down. Goodwin didn't get, just about got to the 30-yard line. Falcon and Machete and McLean all down as they get to the 30-yard line. And now you have to start worrying about Mr. Murray and Mr. Eunice as they may have to put the ball up here. Crichton still not 100% that ankle, but you couldn't get him out of there with a shotgun. Gonzalez is the safety, and you have to watch the big guys. Goodwin comes to the near side, Murray to the far side, and you got to watch the short passes as well. Palazzolo dropping back, fakes, looking to throw, lets it fly downfield. Murray's got it. They faked the out and then threw it deep, and he had enough time to throw it. They get to the Classical 43-yard line. We'll get the 2-minute warning. There's actually 1:55 left. They haven't been the Northeast Conference champs for these many years for nothing. They're not going down easy either. Murray will come to the near side, covered by Joe Freeman. Palazzolo rolling, looking, lets it fly. It's picked off! Classical has the football. Joe Freeman with a second interception. And that should bring a flag, and it does. Joe Freeman puts an exclamation point on an outstanding football game. The flag is going to be against Gloucester. They underthrew the receiver that time. The ball is at the 30. The late hit will be against Gloucester. And Joe Freeman has played his heart out here, offensively and defensively. Personal foul against Gloucester. And Classical will have the football with 1:46 left. It tipped right into the hands of Freeman. So at the 45, the Classical fans going wild on the sidelines. Freeman coming up big. And now they're going to run out the clock. 1:46 left. To give to Faison, he gets hit. And he's going to lose yardage. They lose to the 44. Faison with 108 yards rushing. The clock is stopped as Gloucester took a timeout. They can't have too many timeouts left. They took a few. They can't have too many. They used. They can't have more than 1 or 2 left. They used at least 2 on those 4th down and 1 yard plays. I don't know if I'm talking to Mike or talking to fans. They give to Faison. Steps it up inside, gets back to the 46. So they'll mark it back at the 46, the original line of scrimmage. That's the last timeout for Gloucester. So Gloucester has used their last timeout according to the official. 3rd down, 1:32 showing on the clock. And Classical would love to pick up 9 here. They give it to Wells. He gets stood up. There's a flag on the play. I think it's against Classical for an illegal start, which means they should have blown the play dead, but they didn't. So the clock will stop with 1:25 showing. Gloucester obviously will refuse. Now, if you're Gloucester, do you set up a return or do you go for the football? Rodriguez. Very important here to make sure he gets the kick off. You want the snapper is important. They want to make sure they get the snap to Rodriguez. He wants to make sure he gets it off. The snap is good, the kick is good, it's away. And it's going to take a bounce, and Classical is going to be right there to sit on the football. 1:04 left. At the 30-yard line. If Gloucester does anything, they have to get out of bounds because the official signaled there were no timeouts left. 1:04 showing on the clock. They need to go 70 yards. And with Eunice and Murray 6-7 apiece and Palazzola able to throw the football, they can eat up large chunks of yardage. The clock, if they pick up first downs, will stop momentarily. But they send wide receivers right and left. Goodwin and Murray as Palazzola drops back. Looking to throw, lets it fly. Looking for Murray. Freeman almost had his 3rd interception as Palazzola got knocked down. 57 seconds left. Classical looking to get the monkey off their back. They haven't won since 1990 against Gloucester. They haven't won here at Manning Bowl since '85. Classical takes a timeout. Gloucester has no choice except now just go back and throw the football and hope that Murray and Eunice can move it up the field and Palazzola can have enough time to throw. Now Classical has no timeouts left either, so nobody has any timeouts left. I just thought I'd let the fans know. Steve Smith is calling home to say there's no timeouts left. 26 to 25. Classical on top by 1 And Classical had a long ride down 128, losing by 1 point last year. They're trying to make sure Gloucester has a long ride down 128 the other way, losing by a point. But there's still 57 seconds left, and they still have Mr. Murray and Mr. Eunice and Mr. Palazzola. The Classical fans on their feet, they've been here for the last several minutes. Carey Wells, the big play, picking up 11 yards on a 4th and 3, and then Faison going 47 yards for the touchdown, and now Gloucester left to throw it up. Palazzola fakes, lets it fly down the middle. Goodwin is there. He's got it. He's gone. Goodwin's going to go for the touchdown. They faked to the outside. They threw it down the middle. Goodwin kept his balance and went in for the score.
Unbelievable. Great punt by Palazzola. All of a sudden, the Lynn Classical.
A 70-yard touchdown pass play. Who would have thunk it?
Unbelievable. They had him covered. Good concentration by
They faked the throw to the outside. Palazzola had enough time. They went straight up the middle. Goodwin made the catch. He got hit, spun off, kept his balance, and was wide open from about the Classical 30-yard line in. And it's 31-26 with 45 seconds left. And all of a sudden, it's quiet here on the Classical side. Unbelievable. What a tremendous football game. And young Mr. Palazzola has brought him back.
20 years younger. And a 2-point conversion.
Walking in for the 2-point conversion is Testaverde. But it might be academic here with only 45 seconds left. Two outstanding football teams, neither team laying over and dying. Both teams fighting back, and a tremendous play by Goodwin. He made the catch down the middle. He got hit as he caught the football, spun off, looked like he was going to go down, and somehow got his balance back. And all of a sudden, the Gloucester fans came alive as the Classical fans. You could hear almost like a one-time moan. The air got sucked in on the Classical side as they saw Goodwin going in for the score. And it's almost a shame that anybody has to lose this football game the way these two teams have played. These young men have really put it all on the line here. And Gloucester, they're the champs until they're beaten, and it looked like they were beaten with 57 seconds left. And they came up with the play, and that's what champions do. They come up with plays when they need them. A 70-yard pass play. And I don't know what happens the rest of the season, but we're never going to see a better football game than this one right here. I would be surprised if Gloucester kicks it deep. I would think they wouldn't want a chance of run back.
And I'll tell you, certainly right up there with it.
The line drive. Stillwell feels it at about the 23-yard line. He gets across the 30 and gets bumped out of bounds. 39 ticks left as they get it to about the 31.
54 seconds. 104.
Now, Classical facing the same.
We talk about out of the jaws of victory they just snatched away from Classical. The Classical fans were celebrating, the teams were celebrating, the Gloucester fans were sitting down and couldn't believe what they saw, and all of a sudden it just reversed. Old Mr. Momentum came back. Projust to the near side, McGrath dropping back. It's underthrown. Produce had it and went through his hands. The defensive back went down. Projust might have had some room if he caught it.
Down, trying to adjust it for him.
If Pajus catches it and cuts it back to the inside, he could have had a touchdown. The defensive back slipped and fell, and the other defensive back was going towards the sideline. If he breaks back, he would have gone right by him. So they'll try it again with 33 seconds left. McGrath has been outstanding at quarterback. Only a sophomore, had no idea he was going to be here in this situation. Over the middle of Faison, makes the catch for a first down. That'll stop the clock at the 45. At the 45-yard line, they'll put it back in play. McGrath looking over the middle again. It's tipped and picked off.
Curley on the interception, and see who got the tip.
J.D. Curley. So as they did against English last week, they come up with a fourth quarter interception, and Gloucester will sneak out of here with a win. So that ride down 128 will not be as bad as it looked with 57 seconds left. All they'll have to do is take the snap and go down. But Classical, I know they're going to have their heads down walking out of here, but they should have their heads up. They played outstanding, a tremendous football game. They had it, and one big play by Gloucester took it away. And nicely, the fans for Lynn Classical are giving their team a standing ovation as well. They should. The kids are heartbroken. They played their hearts out. But unfortunately, it's going to be for naught. They said he went down when he made the interception at the 45, but it's academic now because Gloucester will just have to take a knee and the clock will run out. But an outstanding performance by both teams. Classical just kept battling back. They had it with 57 seconds left, and they came up just shy. Palazzolo will take a knee, and that'll do it. So two outstanding football teams. Gloucester will move to 5-0. Classical will suffer yet another defeat. 11 in a row for Gloucester over Classical, and they haven't beaten them since 1985, as Gloucester will celebrate. But I know Terry Silver and the team and the coaches are knowing that they're getting out of here just barely. This is two great football teams putting on a great performance, and if you bought a ticket for this, you got your money's worth. It was Classical going 84 yards in 13 plays using 6 minutes on the clock. Billy Stillwell went 4 yards for the touchdown. Ford was perfect with the kick. It was 7-0. Gloucester came back later on after the defense. Gloucester went 72 yards in 12 plays. Spilling over into the second period, Testaverde went 5 yards for the touchdown. It was Keating adding the extra point. It was 7-7. And then when they kicked off, they couldn't handle the kickoff. They got stuck down at their own 8-yard line. They went 3 and out. A return by Testaverde of 27 yards gave Gloucester the ball at the 18-yard line. It took them 5 plays with Giacalone going in from a yard. It was 13-7. Freeman get a little spark to the Rams. He intercepted a pass at the Gloucester 47. 6 plays later, it was Freeman going 11 yards for the touchdown. He picked up 44 of the 47 yards, carrying 5 of the 6 plays. And Classical, after Ford added the extra point, took a 14-13 lead into the locker room. Gloucester came right out and came back. They got shut down their first series, but on the punt was muffed, and it was Jack Reed recovering it for Gloucester at the 15-yard line. 4 running plays by Testaverde put it in, the last one of 5 yards, and it was 19-14 Gloucester. Classical came right back and went 72 yards in 6 plays. It was Faison going 47 yards for the touchdown, and it was 26-20. It was 26-20, and then it was the 70-yard pass play. 57 seconds left on the clock. Palazzolo pumped once to Murray, who was his favorite receiver. He was well covered, but the play was never going to go to him. He threw it down the middle of Goodwin. He caught the pass. He got hit as he caught the ball. and as he got hit, he spun around, and I don't know how he did it, but a great performance by Kyle Goodwin. He kept his balance and went the last 30 yards by himself and walked in for the touchdown, and that made it 33-26 after Testaverde ran into the conversion. Classical got a big first down out to their 45, but then a tip pass was picked off, and Gloucester ran out the clock. So a great performance by Classical. Faison had 108 yards. Wells had 95. It was Freeman with 66. Freeman played the game of his life with a couple of interceptions and touchdowns, and it was an inspired team. And don't forget Mr. Eric McGrath, the young sophomore, had just an outstanding game at quarterback. But the two outstanding teams, here they come again. Gloucester comes right back, and they win it. So 11 straight wins by Gloucester over Classical, and they haven't beaten them since 1990 or 1985 here at Manning Bowl. So 33-26, Gloucester with the big win over the Rams. Classical will try to regroup next week and hope that somebody can help them out. But now Gloucester would have to lose twice, and the only two teams they play with a better than 500 record or a 500 record is Danvers and Swampscott. So Gloucester certainly has the easier road to hoe. So we hope you enjoyed it. For Corey Figlione and Francis Ith on the cameras, I'm John Hoffman saying it was a tremendous football game, but Classical was 57 seconds shy as Gloucester pulls it out with that big 70-yard pass play, 33-26. So I'm John Hoffman saying we'll see you next time on TV 15.